Hi everyone, how are you? Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Today we're going to talk about something really important, and that is the entrance to your existence, to a certain institution or work or whatever. This is not only for career, it can be for whatever purpose you want. So basically today we're going to talk about something really important, and that is your presence. So for example, when you are on LinkedIn or you have any profile on social communication or anything that you send email or letters or any kind of thing that you send or you show, you have to make sure that your presence is really nice. So for example, I decided to say a nice greeting for my entrance today. Obviously, if you look at the channel, please follow me and subscribe, and I'll be more than happy. And so basically, you know that from before, the different videos I did, the entrance and everything else. Okay, so obviously you start with the introduction. Here it's more the introduction. It's like on an essay when you write an essay. Okay, you have the introduction and you have the catching. Okay, it's called hooker, or we used to call it, before we used to call it the catching phrase or the catching introduction, or the hooker, it's like a grabbing the attention phrase. Okay, there are different things you can use. Basically, you grab the attention. Here it's not only in an essay or in any kind of thing, it is also in a in your life. Okay, so for example, you have a kind of maybe interview today. It may not be that big, but something, you looked at the job and the job is really nice, and there are many people that are applying for this job. You have other ones, but I like this one for different reasons. Okay, some people is for the wage, some people for the environment, some people for the experience, some I never had this kind of job, it's something new, I'm interested, I would like to. Okay, but obviously you have to have repercussions for whatever decision you make, and it's a really nice job. Wow, it's my dream job, but I have other jobs and I don't know, there's some people applying and I don't know if I'll get it. Okay, sometimes your dream job you may be overqualified, okay, for it, or underqualified, whatever it is. So if overqualified, it's better not to be there, but it depends. Okay, so it's better not to be there, and look at things that maybe you have given, maybe maybe you won't have. Okay, or obviously they'll tell you you're overqualified. Obviously if they're professional, yeah, they'll tell you. Okay, so you basically want to get the job and you go. The best thing to do is to hook them. Okay, so you hook them and you catch their attention basically. So obviously you go in and everything else, if you want to choose, you may have some people, they choose that, but it's better not to, right? Because sometimes the environment, if the environment is strict and they won't accept and don't do it. Some people choose, if they really want the job, they can go out of the ordinary and make something creative. Okay, but it goes back to you. Do you really want them to see that you really want the job, so that they stress on you afterwards and you don't have your own character? That's not good. Okay, some environments, like maybe it's a school and they really want a special, unique kind of approach, I don't know, for something, and so, or in a supermarket or whatever, and so you go in and you show it. Okay, when you show that, remember that you don't always do that, because you have a you don't always because you have a different kind of approach there. So so for example, maybe you don't, maybe you can do it once or twice for something you really want, and just make sure that goes by the rules and everything else, and it's, it doesn't disturb them basically. Okay, so basically you can do that if you choose to. Some people, they don't choose it, or you may run into problems, so in this case you don't do it, but it's a nice entrance. This this kind of approach, some people choose it for different reasons. Usually you do it in an extreme case where you really want the job. Okay, so remember, you can do it in your appearance, you can do it in your answers, giving examples, you can do it in being really interesting and fun, you can do it in different things. Maybe you can get with you a demo, maybe you can get with you a kind of souvenir, maybe you can make a kind of nice rhythm, poetry, I don't know, maybe you can make a kind of show or something. This goes back to you. You don't want to do it and it's given you're gonna get accepted, or it's doesn't make sense. Okay, it's something really challenging usually. Okay, something you is challenging, and you should, you know, just to get the most out of it and not to go against you, basically. Okay, so like in an essay or anything you write, you don't want the hooker to go against you, and you don't want it to be, you know, to be something that's against you. So you want to do something that's with you. Okay, some people, they have a talent in it, and they, maybe it's their culture and it's not an issue. Others no. Okay, so others, they have it very, you know, it's not their talent, so you may not use it. Okay, you can think about it like in Christmas and the Christmas tree. When you have Christmas and the Christmas trees and everything, it's so nice, right? You can do like a design, okay, in your interview. You know, something I can design, for example, a kind of PowerPoint that's nice, but like don't go over. Be very simple, and you know, just a touch, basically. Okay, have Merry Christmas and have a great New Year coming.